I'm like itsy bitsy.
Okay. So I'm back with Brigitte, and again, we're talking about when you work with one of your clients. You have a questionnaire that you have them fill out, and you ask them about their eating habits, about their exercise habits. But what I found so interesting was how much time and attention you pay to how they're feeling. You ask, how do you feel after you eat? You know, do you like yourself? Are you hard on yourself? And how does all that factor into how we take care of ourselves and how we feed ourselves?
Well, everything is emotional. You know, everything is based on how you feel. It really is. It's how you react to things. It's how you make choices. And I hope it's how you make choices because your feelings are the truth of who you are. And I think that when you're not feeling good, somehow certain foods, which aren't really that good for you, comfort you. But it's a false comfort. You know what I mean? So you're not really rewarding yourself. You're punishing yourself. So what does that say about how you feel about yourself? So I try to, with my questionnaire, see what emotional status my client is in so that I can better address their eating habits and to help guide them on a path and a lifestyle that will work for them, that will help them get out of that habit of, self-indulging and punishing themselves with bad foods by helping them understand the value of adding, what is that word? Replacing them with better food choices. Do you
Right.
know what I mean?
Because we think we call it a treat.
Yeah.
We think we're treating
Yeah,
ourselves,
I know.
but it sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
Well, it is a treat, but it's not a healthy treat. I mean, a real treat, the word of treat would be something good, right? So you can get a piece of dark chocolate, which is actually really good for you, but the trick is to have a little piece, not the whole bar.
Right.
You know, I know how that is. I mean, I love sugar. I can't have just a little piece. That's why I only have sugar once or twice a week on the weekend and a very little amount. I can't touch it the other times, the other days of the week, because then I just go off in a tangent. So I really do understand how people feel
Right.
about their connection with treats.
And you mentioned on the weekends, when we were talking earlier, you don't ask your clients to necessarily restrict themselves on the weekends. Well, you don't actually ask them to restrict themselves at all. You're not, you're not telling them what to do, but you're offering them sort of a blueprint. And what do you say on the weekends?
Well, basically, I think it's important to be strict Monday through Friday. I think everybody, for the most part, most people have a routine, work job and lifestyle Monday through Friday. And so it's easy for them to integrate a little exercise and to be stricter. But when the weekends come, and I don't care who you are, even if maybe you could be strict for 1 or 2 weeks straight, but for the most part, when the weekend comes, all the rules go out the window. So I think it's important that people are allowed to just let go, not to really have to think about what they're doing, but to, just enjoy the weekend for what it is. And ultimately, what happens is psychologically, because they're not made to make a choice or made to do something they don't really want to do, they're going to automatically pick a better choice because they feel so much better from being strict Monday through Friday. So they'll have a dessert or they'll have a couple of drinks, and that's great. The trick is not to go overboard because then ultimately you're the one that pays for it and you don't feel good. And see, feeling again is the ultimate, the ultimate, what is that point of what it is I do. When you feel great all the time, you make better choices in everything that you do.
That's great.
Right?
Right. Thanks, Brigitte.